So, fellas, we're back with this. Welcome to the demonstration of the USS Bridgeport. I now played enough to roughly know where to aim. I did notice, first of all, when you're seeing this on YouTube, it was kind of weird. The shells feel a bit different than Des Moines. Then I found out that they're actually, and Baltimore, that they're a bit slower, a tiny bit. Which I really felt quite a bit. It's only a few 0 point something seconds, but it made the aiming extremely weird. Let's say it like this. But anyway, Bridgeport is the ship you can get in the upcoming US Navy 250 year anniversary for free. How do you get this ship? The epic tier 8 US heavy cruiser Bridgeport will be available in the US Navy Liberty Harbor Final Progression Reward for free with naval base supplies, which are the event tokens. These tokens can be earned by players via special combat missions and expeditions part of the event, or you can straight up unlock all for 32,000 doubloons. So you don't have to spend the 32,000 doubloons, you can grind this ship for free when the Navy event hits the live server. I had a couple of games now with Bridgeport, so I can judge a bit about the ship. What makes it so special is you have a 1 minute and 20 long reload booster, which you can turn off and activate whenever you want, which is can be extremely strong tool. However, you are only a heavy cruiser on tier 8, meaning your armor is pretty much non-existent and you're covered in 27 millimeters of armor. Your citadel is not that big, but don't get baited by it, you will eat a ton of damage. And while I necessarily don't think this ship is any bad, in fact it can be extremely good. And I think in a tier 8 only environment, maybe in ranked or something, or as top tier, it can be absolutely amazing. It does have the problem, like any tier 8 ship in the game, it can fight tier 10s in random battles. Oh boy, if you fight a Liptard in this game, in this ship, or a Colombo, or all the overmatched BBs, or a tier 10 CV, you will have a horrible time. You will have an absolute horrible time because your game impact will be extremely limited. Not to mention that against the tier 8, tier 10 CV, you're completely useless because you cannot even use terrain around it. However, if you fight same tier or lower tier ships, or you don't necessarily fight like a billion battleships on tier 10, this ship can be actually pretty decent, and especially this reload booster can be an extremely strong tool because we have a base reload of 13 seconds and that will be cut in half, so you have 6.5 second reload with this active, not counting in AR or top grade gunner, which can make it even better. Also, I think the ship is going to be extremely fun in a division because you have good concealment of 9.5. And what I found out during the games is that the smoke firing penalty is extremely low. You have 6.8 kilometers of smoke firing penalty, which can be extremely nasty. Because we're talking about 9 US 203mm guns with such a low smoke firing penalty. So in a division with maybe a Benson or something, this can be extremely strong. Keep in mind though, you don't have a radar. It's all about the reload booster and the heal and so on. And depending on the map or matchmaking you get, this can be better or worse. Looking at this matchmaking, for example, we got finally lucky. I mean, what means lucky? These two BBs completely overmatch us, and they have also planes. But at least we don't have to deal with an aircraft carrier, which is already a lot worth it. We are on the map Okinawa, which I'm not the biggest fan of. In fact, it's my most hated map next to Mountain Range. So generally speaking, with this boat, where you don't want to fight in the open, there's only one option for you to go, and that's A-cap, where you have cover. If you want to be suicidal, go to C-cap or B-cap, it's not worth it in this game. We don't really have a lot of options, unfortunately, here, because we do have the overmatching BBs here, and the planes that will also spot us. So how we tend to play it here is going to be around the terrain. If you can, what you want to do is, you want to be so close to the enemy that you constantly trigger top grade gunner and if possible use your reload booster. This is extremely punishing if you have cruisers at short range in front of you doing a gamer turn because you completely annihilate them. And it can also be extremely strong when you have BBs that just spam the DCPs left, right and center, and you can get a lot of permafires on top. However, Do not fight battleships that can overmatch you in the open, because you will just get absolutely evaporated.
Set a smoke screen.
Yeah, good. Let's go into A cap now, or around A cap, because that's the only playground we have. And yeah, we played a few games with it. I got slowly used to the shells now. We don't have any stream snipers in this game, which also helps. At least I do not notice anybody here. So we'll see if we can make it work. I do think the design is pretty cool, and I do see it working quite decently. But again, Tier 8 cruiser and the Tier 10 game is a no-go. It's just pure suffering. I'm not hiding it from you. It's just suffering, because you just don't have any tools to deal with Tier 8, Tier 10 BBs with a CV in game. Without the CV, you can use terrain, but as soon as there's a CV player in game, it's just bye-bye Bridgeport. You're not gonna have a good game. And it doesn't help if they also notice your name then, and it's a new ship. I think once the ship is gonna release and a few more people have it, there's also gonna be this initial, oh, new ship, we need to shoot it syndrome gone. So that will probably help as well. But yeah, concealment is your biggest friend. You wanna play it as stealthy as you can. That's why we don't open up here. If I open up here, that would be an extremely suicidal move, and we would need to wait until we're at these islands here right now. Actually, we can open up because the Kearsarge is... We are now behind the island, and the Kearsarge is in plane mode, so he can't actually smash us too hard. If you have a destroyer like this spotted, you can also alternatively use the reload booster, and in case he goes dark again, you can instantly deactivate it. Like, this is a feature that's absolutely amazing about this boat. Let's say you activate your reload booster and he goes instantly dark, and you're like, oh no, now I waste seconds. No, you don't. You can legit turn it off, and that's absolutely amazing. So as long as you're paying attention and don't fat finger on it, this reload booster is just fantastic. We also have a Joe and the Wit now fully committing into us. And this is where we want to use the reload booster. We gotta keep in mind the Kearsarge players on our broadside though. Turn it off again, and there we go. I don't know why he went around the corner and into it like this. That's a bit... yeah, questionable to say the least, but hey. Knowing that both BBs are here and the Leon, we can actually play it around here instead of going north. We can actually position ourselves, see how we do it. The Benson is gonna go down. The enemy submarine is slowly going into the cap again, but we do have his sturdy to help us against them.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes direct front. Enemy cruiser detected.
It's gonna play it a bit more aggressively. The Kearsarge is in plane mode right now, meaning we can actually harass him without him being able to shoot us.
Ship is on fire.
Gonna go use our reload boost against the New Orleans player now. He needs to go down first. This is an extremely aggressive play, but the Kearsarge is fully busy.
Ship is on fire.
And now we're gonna use our reload booster on the side plating of the Kearsarge player here. Getting all these juicy full pens. As you can see, the damage output can be kind of nuts if you can use the reload booster at these ranges and just land all your shell hits. He's dead. We're gonna deactivate our reload booster here. I gotta watch out, there's gonna be submarine pings coming. We go to this island and then we're safe from the homing torpedoes. No Munchie is kiting away. But we should be able to citadel at this range. I don't like that the ping is here. We gotta watch out. There's gonna be homing torps coming in a second. But where did the submarine even go? But he just pinged me and pissed off. Okay, whatever.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Good, we're gonna chill here. This was extremely aggressive, but we could do it because the Kearsarge was completely tunnel vision on the enemy team. Here we're also gonna use our reload booster now for the Numancia.
On fire.
We're gonna watch out that we don't peek too much forwards, so we cannot get slapped by the Kearsarge. Can we get slapped by him here? I'm actually not sure. Can he? No, he can only hit our front. Okay, then we live. We just have to make sure we cannot hit our turrets on water lines, so we don't get sit.
Problem solved, sir.
And Numancia is also dead. Kearsarge is going into the plane mode.
Ship is on fire.
I'm gonna deal now with the 190. Kind of funny, you want to play the ship extremely aggressive, but at the same time it's extremely hard to play aggressive with the armor layout. But now that we have Confederates, we don't even need the reload booster anymore, which is very nice. What's our reload now? 8.8 seconds, so if we had a bit more time left on the reload booster, which I used completely pretty much on the Kearsarge, we would have 4.4 seconds of reload right now. So even better than the Des Moines. Very nice.
Hello there.
Good. This is gonna be a bit of an annoying part now. We're gonna ignore these two people because they just kite away to Narnia. So what we want to do now is we're gonna go to this, which is far more important for winning the game. The Lyon and the Kearsarge, they're just gonna kite forever now and not gonna be of any use. Besides potentially killing our Ruprecht, which is overextending crazily. How do you know it's a sit? There's a sound effect, it doesn't give it away. You see a massive explosion. The sound effect can also come if you have like 5-6 full pens on you and take massive damage. What really shows you if you got a sit or not is if there's a big explosion on a ship. So you can visually only see it on a ship far away if there's a big explosion on its side from a shell. I'm gonna start working now on the Harbin player. Okay, Harbin is dead. And then we have Rommel in the Bismarck left. Yeah, Rommel. I really do think this boat is gonna be fun in a tier only environment. Like, in ranked I can see some really cool plays with this, but against Titans I'm just seeing dark. Like, I don't know. I don't see a lot of hope for it when this faces Titans. Like, just like any other tier 8 cruiser. That has no smoke screen or nothing going for it. Rommel is on the water and not on the sand, yeah. And he got rammed. GG. And that's the second kill. We got 75,000 damage in Confederate. Alright. I would have loved to have a Citadel, reload booster on cruisers though, because then we could have actually got Citadels. On the Kearsarge we only got full pens, unfortunately. But this reload booster comes especially handy in if you fight other cruisers, because if they do a gamer turn in front of you, you can finish them off very quickly. Ah. Also, don't forget to turn it off, because it will run forever. I'm just leaving it on now. It will run until you deactivate it, even if you don't shoot, so keep that in mind. The reason why I did this now is because I'm not even gonna get shots on this guy anymore before the game is over. If you have something questionable to ask, feel free to do so. I hope it's not too questionable. If it's too questionable, Graham, I'm just gonna ignore it. Yeah. Look at this Kearsarge player. He's just going into spawn. That's crazy. This or Cleveland? Cleveland, probably. The thing with Cleveland is you bring more utility to your team. You have at least a radar. You have also crazy HE DPM. But this is nevertheless a good T8. But it doesn't bring you anything to the table if you fight tier 10s. Cleveland is free. Well, this one is also... You can also grind this for free. You don't have to spend money to get the Bridgeport. Just to clarify that. Grum, I'm gonna answer that question later. After I'm finished with the review here. Kearsarge. Okay. I told you. We're not gonna get a shot on him. He's just gonna kite away. Ah, come on. Guys, finish him off. I want to play one more game. We're not gonna showcase just one game. We're gonna showcase at least 2 games. I do like also the camo. The camo is great. And I don't want to imagine how much you can hump on tier 6s. We never got a tier 6 matchmaking. But I would love to imagine. We're mid tier here. I would love to imagine what it feels like to be a Bridgeport in the tier 6 game. Where you just hump on cruisers left, right, centers and BBs can't overmatch you. Must be a great feeling. But how often is that realistically gonna happen? We're third in the team. Let's go for another one. You know, I imagined getting a tier 6 match. We're probably gonna have a tier 10 match now with 5 BBs, all overmatched on us, and the CV. 2 submarines, 3 DDs, 5 BBs, and 1 CV. Wait for it. The worst we can ask for. If I start a new account on EU, which B line would you recommend first? Minus the US. Russian. Because they teach you to play aggressive while being angled. If you show broadside in Russian BBs, you get smashed. With the exception of Kremlin. Where you also get smashed, but only in super short range. But I do love the Russian BB line because it teaches you to angle and rewards you for playing it aggressive. Oh, full tier 8 match. Now in theory this sounds amazing, but let's check the BBs. This guy can overmatch us completely, this guy can overmatch us completely, and this guy can overmatch us completely. So 3 out of 5 BBs can completely hump on us. The good news is, there's no CV. And we got a clammate in an Atago.
General quarters.
Good. We're gonna play it at 9-10 line. We're gonna play it around here. One thing that you can also utilize with Bridgeport a lot is the nice concealment. 9.5 again. I can't say that enough. 9.5 is an excellent concealment. Ey, Wives, ich liebe es. Grüße aus dem Rheinland. Ich liebe die Community. Oh, I love the German player base in this game. Hey, Odin Apprentice, welcome.
Enemy force detected.
What do we have here? Baltimore, Congress, Mines, and Harbin. Oh, I would love to hump it on the Harbin player, but that's realistically not gonna happen. It would be also cool if we had a smoke bot now. That would excel our gameplay here so much. Now we're gonna utilize our concealment to go around here. Oh, there's a Baltimore. Oh, hello. Also, you not only can use AP in regard of the reload booster, you can also utilize it if somebody is DCPing to earlier fire.
Enemy cruiser detected.
We really need to wait here. We cannot open it up though, straight up. That's something we need to you need to have a lot in this ship. You need to have patience.
Affirmative. Enemy destroyer detected.
Oh. And what you can also use the reload booster for is exactly this. You catch a DD off guard, you use your reload booster to do as much damage as you can to him in a short time. If you can hit him, because I suck at this game aiming. But you get the idea. There we go, now we have him. That Blista is not gonna make it out of here. And that's the great part about this reload booster. You can really punish like mistakes of people like over pushing it or something. And you can turn it off instantly again, which is also nice. Do we have him? No, oh my god, I missed. Oh well. We could have killed him earlier if I didn't whiff the first two salvos. That's one thing you will also notice. The shells are a tiny bit slower than Baltimore and so on. Like, it's nearly the same value, but this tiny bit feels extremely weird for me. Like, I don't struggle with a Baltimore or Des Moines that much. So that's something you need to learn to get used to. Unfortunately, we lost our Hinxiang as well, which is a bit annoying.
Gunny_177 just subscribed.
And Gunny, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome to the UF Army. Good, we're gonna move forward more. I don't know why that Baltimore was spotted, by the way, the whole time. I don't get that. Was that the Turplets? I feel like that Baltimore has no concealment whatsoever equipped on a ship. And then you have moments like these where you want to also utilize the reload booster. I'm well aware of the Vladivostok, but this is just too good to not use it.
Confirmed penetration.
And we go dark. This is a classic of situation of where the reload booster excels crazily to catch people off guard like this. Put a fire on the bloody, nice. Insta DCP, question mark. Insta DCP. Okay, an all-time classic on the battleship players. I don't like that the Tirpitz doesn't want to play the game here. Then again, we do have the advantage, they need to play the game. And the enemy submarine is playing it very passive as well. He's gonna go forward here. Come on. What's the pen on these guns on close range? Like the what is Baltimore pen at close range? It should be pretty similar. Can I actually like Citadel a Vladivostok at like point blank range? Okay, we get a Cyclone. We're actually gonna try it.
Hello there.
Now this is an extremely risky play because he can overmatch my nose. But we might have enough pen to actually Citadel him at point blank range, so I'm worth to try it.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Same as Des Moines. Okay, alright. Good. Then we can actually Citadel the bloody at like a cam, 1 cam or 2 cam. But first we're gonna deal with the mines. Vladivostok has an extremely long nose, so he might not be even able to shoot us when we can shoot him. We're not gonna Citadel him here, but we can still do some nice pen damage on the front. That's the one downside of Vladdy. It has such a long nose that you can just do this. We're gonna go for HE though, because we're actually over pen only here. Using terrain to your advantage in a nutshell. Okay. Well. He doesn't want to play. We need to watch out about the submarine from the back. He killed our turrets. Our HC slingering turrets, by the way. What a chat. That Monarch is just gassing it into 2 people without... Yeah. Bro, you can disengage the whole time, and then you just go into them. It's so cringe. It really is. I hate that the submarine is behind us. We could play it super relaxed here, but the submarine is behind us, and that's a big problem. I only got my Hydro ready in 20 seconds, which means they have now the advantage if they come around the corner. Only 2 people are aiming at me. That's the mines at the moment and the bloody. Is the submarine maybe close enough? Nah, he's not. Bro. Good luck, Grum. Whatever you're doing against the NC right now, good luck.
Torpedoes astern. Torpedoes astern.
Mines is coming around the corner. 6 overpens, that's not good. He's not gonna get the torpedoes off though. We're gonna use the reload booster here. Bloody effed it up.
Torpedoes astern. Torpedoes astern.
Oh, it's really hard now.
Torpedoes astern.
I pressed the wrong button. I didn't want to stop the reload booster.
Torpedoes astern.
The L20 gets me. I just can't concentrate on everything here, bro. If I didn't F up the reload booster, we could have probably killed the Bloody here. But it's just too much. 3 people against 1. I couldn't really see. I thought I ate 1 torpedo, but I ate way too many here. Bro, if it wouldn't be for that submarine, we could have killed both of them. Very annoying. I mean, it's too much. You can't watch everything here. It's crazy. We have a Monarch that could live super easily, and he ends into 2 ships. Like, look, nothing is spotting you. You're sitting here in a Monarch with a lot of HP and a super heal, and you have nothing better to do than keep walking into them. You can go here, they can't do anything. Like, this is so ridiculously annoying that you just have people left, right, and center throwing the ships away for no gain. And yes, we could have citadeled the Bloody here in the next salvo or 2, and then it would have been over for him. He would have not killed us anymore. L20 was unfortunately there and saved him. And apparently he got 3 torpedo hits, which I don't see. But I guess I ate 3. But hey. Nevertheless, shows you it can be a pretty capable ship, but if you have a 1 versus 3, of course it has its limitations, especially since you fight a submarine, a cruiser, and a battleship. But you get the idea. This game is lost. We don't need to see the rest. We're gonna be on top of team. And that was Bridgeport for you. I don't know why the Monarch threw its ship away like this. Like, I don't know why people play so one-sided, man. 2 ships can punish the Monarch. The submarine cannot even see him because of Cyclone, and he still ins into 2 ships and instead of trying remotely to go into cover, which he had more than enough time to. Some things I really don't get in this game. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm done with this now. Thank you.